Chicago is facing one of the largest gun violence rates in the country as the number of shootings continues to grow every year. Adriana Diaz investigates the urgent problem on the streets for tonight's CBSN on assignment.
I'm from Chicago. I'm 27 years old, and I've been to 10+ funerals.
This is Mac right here, man. That's 50 shots, man.
2 people were shot just in the alley back there. One of them in the head, and we saw police cover his body with a blanket.
This is how Chicago works. Number one human instinct is self-preservation.
We just trying to keep ourselves protected.
Your boyfriend got killed.
2 of my kids' fathers.
Look, you can see the bullet holes.
America messed up, and I'm not looking to America to help me.
They don't always have to solve violence or conflicts with violence.
My job is to contain it, stop it from spreading. We don't need nobody else to die.
Adriana Diaz is here on the set with me now. Thank you so much for joining me, Adriana. Looks like dangerous work. I can't even believe you got these guys to open up to you. How did you get in contact with them?
Well, we worked with members of the community who were really respected from these young guys. So they connected us with them. And the fact that we were with these guys gave the young men we were interviewing a little bit more reason to trust us, to open up. But it wasn't easy. At first, they wanted nothing to do with us. They didn't trust us. They rebuffed us. But we went back and we went back. And by the 3rd time that we interviewed our main character, whose name is Paris, he goes by Stash, he was really opening up about his fears and his dreams. And
were you concerned? Were you concerned about your own safety?
I wasn't. I mean, anytime you're standing next to a guy who's waving around a gun, you're going to feel a little uneasy.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say I was scared or concerned for our safety, but I was looking at his index finger to make sure it wasn't too close to the trigger, make sure there wasn't an accident. We heard repeatedly from these guys, you know, the shame of it all. And we're carrying these guns, but we understand the shame of it all is that it's innocent people who are getting hit.
Right. That's so true. What surprised you the most about talking to these guys?
And Marie, they live under, a lot of these guys live under this constant paranoia. They feel like a target's on their back, and they're really thoughtful and self-aware. This one guy who goes by Bam, who we interviewed, he said at 7 years old, he sold crack for the first time because he wanted money to buy donuts. And
at 7?
At 7. As a little kid, what he saw around him was, if you want cash, you sell the little baggies. And so that's what he did. And so he said to me, how do you expect me to have the same outcome or have the same opportunities as people who grow up uptown when this is what I grew up around?
Yeah.
So he said, I'm trying to break out of this cycle, but just, you know, live in my shoes for a second.
Especially, I mean, a 7-year-old needs an adult's help to start to sell crack. An adult who could very easily have said, here's 50 cents for a donut.
Right.
You know? So what are you hoping the audience will walk away with when they see this?
We want to show the problem areas in Chicago from the inside. Every Monday, you know, we do reports talking about Chicago violence over the weekend. You hear statistics.
Right.
Exactly. It's boiled down to numbers and mugshots. What we want to do is show the viewer, take the viewer along with these guys, you know, hear from them directly what they're up against, why they say they can't put down the guns, and they, more than anyone, want to, is what they tell us. What it's like in their shoes, really a view from Chicago from the inside out, not the outside in. And tonight you'll see one of them asked me something that I've never been asked in my entire life.
Do you want to tell us, or is that going to keep us watching?
No, we'll tease the viewers so that they watch tonight.
So definitely watch tonight. Adriana Diaz, thank you so much. You can watch Adriana's full report on tonight's CBSN on assignment. It airs at 10, 9 Central on CBS and CBSN.